Okay, so that's our completely unnecessarily dramatic start to this video, which is about assembly instructions for your new standing desk. Basically, first thing is checking that you've got all the parts that you need. You have 4 hooks. These are for hanging things on your desk. You have a desktop. This is shown upside down with a little notch which goes to the back. This is the side of your desk. You should have 2 of these, and in this photo it's shown with the front to the right and the back to the left. You have a middle stretcher, and you have 2 bottom stretchers, and they're identical so they can't be mixed up. You have a middle shelf, and that's about it. Basically the system works with these hooks which push from the inside of the desk through to the outside of the desk and then lock down into position. What we're going to start with is fitting the 3 stretchers, which are these 3 pieces shown here with the side. Basically I suggest you do it with the 2 sides, one standing up leaning against a wall and the other one held by you, and then push the 3 stretchers into the slots but not all the way through. So that includes the middle stretcher shown here and the 2 bottom stretchers. So they're all in position, they're just not locked in place yet. You can see here there's a gap, which is when we push the sides together, they'll go through and you'll be able to lock the hooks down. But before we do that, we need to fit the middle shelf, which you can see here. So this is the only tricky bit. Basically, if you've got a friend that'll help, but you can do it on your own, just push the shelf into the slot and through, and then as you push it through the slot, push the sides together, and then that'll allow the bottom stretchers to push all the way through the sides, and they can be locked down into position. So that's what it'll look like now, as the hook is now pushed down and it's holding the 2 sides together, and you'll end up with this, which is basically waiting for the desktop. So here's the desktop again. This is showing it upside down. So these slots will face downwards, and this little notch, which is for holding wires, will go to the back of the desk. So just a reminder that this is shown with the front of the desk on the right hand side. Just push the desktop down onto the little notches and it'll look like this. You can add these hooks. There's a few different places they can go, just depends on what you need, and you're done. So it should be rock solid, very little wobble at all, but if you have any issues, please don't hesitate to get in touch.